first you want to find a cardboard box. I used a plate to trace it and then used regular scissors to cut it out, which was a little tough, but I managed. Then I used a ruler to find kind of the middle of my circle, and then I found a needle and I made a small hole right in the center. I used my pencil and made a small tick, and then I used my 2 fingers and went around the circumference of my circle, making it kind of even. You could leave it in a circle like this, or take it to the next level and make it into a flower like I did. I used the very tip of my finger and measured from my knuckle up and added a small dot in between the 2 ticks that I had made before. Then, using my scissors, I cut to that dot from the notch point and made a zigzag all around the outside of the circle. Okay, so I slowed down the video a little bit so you could see what I was actually doing. With my loom and my yarn that I decided to use for my warp thread, I taped it directly to the back of my loom. Once I taped it securely to the back, I pulled the thread from that notch to the notch that was opposite to it at the bottom. Then I went to the one beside it, just looped it behind, and then continued to pull notch to notch opposite across the loom until I reached the end. So what I did here was I pulled my yarn all the way around the back side of my loom and pulled it towards the front. You could cut it and then tape it to the back across, or what I did. So you kind of find where the middle of your flower will be, and you want to pull your yarn through the center to make kind of a knot and kind of anchor it right in the middle, or else you'll kind of get it all over the place. So I ran it through kind of randomly through some of those yarns. Then I wanted to put a needle on my yarn, but a little tip is to put some tape on the end of your yarn to make it easier to insert in your needle. So once I did that, I took the tape off the end of my yarn and I found the little hole that I had made earlier and stuck my needle through there, pulling the yarn out to the back. On this one, I wound the yarn around that kind of center thread, but you don't have to. You could just tape it right to the back like I did here. Over, under, over, under, over, under, under, over. I just like to take that tail and tuck it in there so we're not going to see it.